Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Chica. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Jen and I am a part-time reseller on the platforms Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And today I'm going to take you through 10 tips on how to be successful at reselling that have personally worked for myself. Tip number 1. Do your research. Watch other reseller content so you can become familiar with brands, trends, what's hot, what's not, what to pick up, what brands not to ever pick up. Just really expand your mind. There are so many different types of resellers in the world, and I feel like YouTube is a really good platform to discover other types of reselling. Expand your mind and do your research. Tip number 2. Pick your clothing niche. That means figure out what kind of clothing category you're going to sell and focus on, whether that is vintage, women's fashion, men's fashion, kids clothing, and knickknacks. You can resell anything. Myself, I sell women's fashion. However, there are some people that sell everything and that what works for them. So find out what really sells well for you, what works for you, but find your clothing niche, because therefore you will be able to put all of your focus on that category. You'll be able to do more research and put more time in that specific category and get better and better at reselling it. Tip number 3, create a budget for yourself. This is really important, especially when you're just starting out. Look how cute this dog is. This is Lucy. Creating a budget for yourself is very important from the very start. Budget is different for everyone. So I create my budget off my ROI, which is return on investment, and my sell-through rate. Also, you have to take into account if you're a part-time reseller, if you're a full-time reseller. You also have to take into account if you're single, if you have a family, if you have children. So it all just really depends, but just make sure you create a budget. Find your favorite Goodwill and go there once a week. I have a certain Goodwill that I go to once a week, usually on a Saturday, and they're always getting new stuff in. It's good stuff too. So it would kind of be a no-brainer not to go back there. So find that Goodwill that you just find gold at every time and go back there. Tip number 5, sending offers to likers and creating bundles. This is something that everyone says, but when I first started reselling, it's something that I didn't do. And until I started doing it, I got a lot more sales. It is pretty time consuming, but it's worth it. These are 2 methods I swear by. When sending offers to likers, you're sending a discounted offer to someone that obviously is interested in that piece of clothing or purse or whatever it is. There is bound for someone to accept that discounted offer. I think bundles are great because it gives you a chance to talk to the potential buyer and to give them an awesome discount for multiple items in your closet. And buyers may not always accept the offer right away, but there's been a few times where I have created a bundle for someone who liked one thing out of my closet. I just simply sent them a message. I let them know that that offer always stands. And 2 weeks later, she messaged me saying that she was ready to buy that piece. You can send offers to likers and create bundles for someone at any time. Do it while you're cooking, do it while you're waiting in line at somewhere, or simply do it while you're waiting on the toilet. I mean, you can do it anywhere, and you never know, it might be worth it in the end. Tip number 6, be personable and be friendly. Not to toot my own horn, but I am a very friendly and outgoing person, and so this comes very easy for me. It might not be easy for somebody who is very introverted. I was in sales for a while, so this comes very easy to me. You know, damn right, I'm gonna be reaching out to everyone who likes an item in my closet. Most of the time when someone likes an item from my closet. Like I said in the last tip, I'll create a bundle for them and then I'll just write them a really nice note. I always make sure I greet them by name and I let them know that that offer always stands for me. And then I just thank them for simply visiting my closet and that I appreciate it. I'll actually show you guys an example. And being personable and friendly doesn't exactly mean being pushy or salesy at all. That's not how I want to come off of. I just simply want to talk to them like I would talk to a friend, saying like, hey Janet, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for visiting my closet, blah, 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 blah. So I feel like I've learned from being in customer service and sales that people love being greeted by their name, responding to them in a timely manner, and just, it's a good chance to spark up conversation with them. And I feel like if you do those things, they're going to feel comfortable with you, trust you, and they're gonna most likely shop with you. Tip number 7. Does anyone else drink these? These are delicious. So sharing your closet is already a given. I try to share my closet at least 4 to 5 times a day, if not more, but usually that's my mark. But if you share your closet to parties, then you're getting your clothes noticed by everyone that is looking through that party. So there's different parties that happen at different times. There's a party going on, I get notifications, and I will show you how to do just that. There is a theme to every party. So sometimes it's preppy vibes, for instance. So you can, everything that is J. Crew, Madewell, Bowden, etc. Or there can be a boho vibes party and there you'll share Free People, Spell on the Gypsy, Faithful the Brand. You guys get the gist. My favorite ones are where it's a posh old trendy fashion and you literally share your whole closet to that and they accept old brands and old styles. So that's really nice. So it all just depends, but this is an awesome way to get your items noticed and potentially purchased. Tip number 8, look up comps. I cannot stress this enough. So many things can go wrong if you don't look up comps. Okay, that sounds a little bit dramatic. Just because an item originally retailed at $250 does not by any means mean that it's going to sell for $250. It could sell for 15 bucks, or the item can potentially be saturated as well. So that means that there's just a lot of other people selling that certain piece, which means it's going to sit in your closet for a while or not sell at all. This happens a lot with bread and butter brands such as Free People, Madewell. They make a lot of pieces that are saturated, and my advice to you is that just because it is, you know, a nice brand or a popular brand doesn't mean you have to pick it up. There is a lot of old Free People pieces I come across all the time that I just don't pick up at all. I came across a pair of Lululemons the other day that were super outdated. So it is very important to look up comps because you never know. So look up comps so you don't waste your money. Tip number 9, take clean and clear pictures. This is a presentation, people. A presentation that represents yourself and represents your closet. And if your pictures of your clothing have the toilet in the background or in the laundry room, honestly, that's not cute. I wouldn't purchase something that had that in the background. My advice to you is start out with a solid colored wall, preferably white or tan. Grab yourself a command hook from the dollar store, nice wooden hanger from Amazon, and snap away. When taking a picture, you want to make sure that you include all flaws, even the smallest ones, so your customers don't get any surprises, because that leads to a bad review. I take about 5 to 6 pictures of every piece of clothing and make sure I get every single angle, like the clothing tag, the fabric tag, type of tags on the piece of clothing I take a picture of, the back, the front, the sleeves, the zipper if it has a zipper. And then what's really important is when you're selling yoga pants or leggings to get that stitch in between the thighs, because sometimes that can be really worn out. That's a tip for you. Another tip is that I pick a certain day out of the week or weekend and I take all of the pictures of every single piece of clothing that I have or I want to list. And then during the week, I'll split it up to where I can post 5 to 10 pictures a day so I consistently still have listings. And that brings us to tip number 10. Last but not least, and maybe the biggest tip of all, I saved the best for last, that is going to be create an Instagram network and make friends in the reselling community. I personally love the reselling community because everyone's so friendly, so welcoming, so warm, and I feel so genuine. Myself, I made an Instagram back in September, and just since then I've made so many cool and kind ladies willing to share tips. Everyone's very helpful. It just really opens your mind to different opportunities, to different ideas, and to branding. And it's just really wonderful to be surrounded with like-minded people. Another cool thing that actually just came out, or that I have discovered within the past few weeks, is app Clubhouse. It is for iOS only. Hi, Lucy. This is Lucy. Say hi. So hopefully they are able to expand it to other phone holders, or to Android and whatnot. But it's just been really cool because I come across a lot of ladies that I have on Instagram or Poshmark, and you're able to conversate with people that you've never met, and it just brings everyone together. And it's just a really cool platform. I'm really glad I got on it. So if you haven't heard of that, I recommend it. There's a lot of different tips, and it's all live. You can find me there at LAPOSHERJEN, and you can find me on all platforms at LAPOSHERJEN as well. But that's all the tips I have for you guys today. I hope it was helpful to you. Those are some tips I wish that I knew when I was beginning to resell. So if there's any beginner resellers watching this, follow these and you will be successful in all that you do with reselling. I am still learning. I am technically a beginner, kind of a beginner reseller myself still, but I am learning. And as I learn, I hope to share those tips with you guys as well. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe this video. It does support me. I am trying to step up my YouTube game. I've been kind of slacking at it, so I need all the help I can get on here. Yeah, I hope to see you guys again. Everyone has a fabulous week, and I will see you soon.